Hi everyone, it's Sean, or the Kidney Dude here, and I'm here with my second video just to catch you all up on what's been going on with me recently. Okay, so here we go. For a lot of you who don't know, when you're on the actual kidney transplant list, there's actually two lists, okay? There's the inactive list, and there's the active list. Now, what that means is when you're on the inactive list, you're gaining time so that when you go onto the active list, you'll be bumped up so you get a kidney sooner. How that works is basically they're compensating you for the time that you have to take while you're on the inactive list to get tests done, to file out paperwork, to finish all the little things that you need to do for the transplant center so you can be put on the active list and get a kidney. Now, that being said, I am currently on the inactive list, okay, waiting to get on the active list. And all I have to do now, all I've whittled down my medical tests and everything like that, all I've got to do now to get on the active list is to get regularly a vial of blood taken, okay, that measures my antibodies so that the transplant center can know if my body's, still healthy, ready to receive a kidney, if it'll take care of it when it gets it, keep it healthy, stuff like that. Right. So, 2 days ago, I got a very interesting call in the morning, and it was my transplant center, okay, and they were calling and telling me, hey, all you need is this one vial of blood and we'll put you on the active list, but we still haven't gotten it. It's been about a month or so now. And I said, okay, I'll get on that. Thank you very much. And I hung up. And I was instantly filled with seething rage because, to my knowledge, the dialysis center that I go to, about a month and a half ago, had taken that vial of blood. I had seen them draw it. They had told me they sent it off, and that it was sent to the transplant center. Well, if that's not the case, then that's really bad, because that's a month and a half of my well-being that I could have been on the active list, that I was instead forced to be on the inactive list because of someone forgetting, not caring, being lazy, not sending the vial, for whatever reason. So the next day I went into dialysis, and I did not pitch a fit, and I'll tell you why later, in a little bit. But I went in, and I asked my nurse, I said, hey, about a month ago, I distinctly remember this vial of blood being drawn that needed to be drawn and sent off to my transplant center. What happened? And so she said, I'll go check. So she goes back to the lab and comes back, and then she tells me, here's what happened. They said they drew it Tuesday. And I'm like, no, I remember it being drawn a month and a half ago. She said, no, they said it was drawn last Tuesday, so this previous Tuesday. Okay. So I'm thinking what had happened was, the transplant center called them first and said, hey, where's this vial of blood? We need it. It's important. It's for this person's active list status. And they said, oh, right, that vial of blood that we were supposed to send a month ago. We'll send it to you now. And they drew it Tuesday. Not 5 minutes later, after I asked what was up with that vial of blood that was very important, a nurse walks over to me and says, here's this piece of paper. It's from your transplant center saying they received the vial of blood and everything's hunky-dory. Now, I don't know what you all think about this, but I thought it was very convenient that she showed up 5 minutes later after I caused a problem for them and magically solved the problem. Now, I'm not saying it didn't get solved. I'm not saying that the paper wasn't legit, because it was very legit. It had all the right information on it. Everything's fine. It checks out. I just think it's kind of funny that 5 minutes after I cause a problem for you, you can magically fix it when it should have been fixed a month and a half ago, especially when it's something regarding my well-being. And now we come back to why I didn't pitch a fit. I firmly believe that you should always try not to bite the hand that feeds you. Whether that's medically or not, it's still a very important thing, and here's why, especially for me, concerning medical issues. I don't want to be the guy who raises so much hell and raises so much crap trying to get my stuff taken care of that it makes everybody that will ever take care of me disgruntled. I don't want people sticking me with needles that are annoyed with me. I don't want people making sure that my paperwork is supposed to be in on time. I don't want them being annoyed with me. I don't want the people who are in charge of my case making sure I get a kidney, which I need to live, to be annoyed with me. Because who knows what will happen. You don't... That's like cutting off your foot to spite your nose, or however that saying goes. You all know how it goes. Like, you just... In my eyes, you don't do that. It's not smart. So, you know, it's just something that you have to deal with, and something that I've learned to deal with in the year and a little over that I've been going to dialysis and dealing with this whole issue in a more cognitive sense, because, you know, like I said, I was on dialysis till I was 2, but I don't remember any of that. So it's almost like I'm going through this all again for the first time, and I can't even imagine the toll that it takes on my parents, because they got to go through it again. It's already happened once, and it'll probably happen a third time in my lifetime, because kidneys don't last forever. I'm remarkably lucky that my mother's lasted for 20 years. That's unheard of in the medical field. But anyway, that's about it. I just wanted to fill you in and tell you the struggles I went through this week, because it was really crazy and kind of annoying, and something that I think should spark interest in, you know, what I'm dealing with personally as a PKD patient, and maybe what other people are dealing with. Maybe other people are trying to get on the kidney transplant list and they're having the same issues that I am. Who knows? But thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. I appreciate every view. I appreciate every click of that button. Please share it with your friends. Keep sharing, because I would hope that this can grow into something that maybe will help other people that are going through the same thing I'm going through. Someone to talk to, or maybe, you know, it just opens some eyes. I don't know. But thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. And I guess I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.